Hello everybody, welcome to Saturday's video. We kick off with, got the grind show later on, but we kick off with side quest totals. So I'll put a link in the description to a spreadsheet which will be expanded into a bigger piece, a bigger thing. Do bear in mind, since the information I dropped yesterday, Kabam, whilst I've been trying to prepare this, kind of added an extra thing, which was there's more shards available, more flex shards available. I assume these are flex shards. With a 7-day repeating calendar, and also at the end of the month, not the end of the month, but there's also a solo event alliance specials finisher, which again gives more shards. So that's kind of two things that are added since doing a recording, which, in any case, to the point. Side quest totals. We all know all adds up from the solo objectives you do in order to get the signature stones, whether or not they be 6 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever. I'm only going to be considering and looking into the more spicier stuff, so the stuff that's in legendary and epic. I will be including some things from master and heroic, but they only pertain to helpful bits when it comes to ranking up champions and stuff like that. In any case, we're getting all the totals from this. As a lot of you know, it's per quest, and what you do is you times that by 4, and then you get that. So you get the times 4, and everything is everything to the right. So it says per quest and total, the grand total for 4 of the 4 of these side quests that you have, so the 4 weeks essentially. So you'll add up these totals together to get some end results, which looks a little bit like this. So I put a link in the description to this. This is the spreadsheet. This will be the spreadsheet for the month, by the way. So it will be a guide similar to what I did last month, when I did a full kind of guide-based spreadsheet. It will be this. So it's got a few other tabs, which is at the bottom. So you click on the tabs. It's got how the side quest works, how to choose a solo event, blah blah blah. That's TBA because they haven't been released yet. I will be working on putting out guides for that one, but yeah, it's just going to be whenever it's ready. So as I said, this is all about side quest and totals, and everything that's TBA is obviously to be arranged. So let's kick off and have a look at things. I think this is a lot less than it was last month. That's just something to point out. There was a legendary month, or legendary events month, so that's, I think, where a lot of the rewards are. But it does, and it will feel like a bit of a downgrade, especially with 2 key things. Key thing number 1 is the 6-star shards, which is down to 10,000, which is a bit of a decline. And also there is a bit of a decline in the extent of tier 5 basics, which do feel a little bit less than normal, especially because, look, ranking up a champion nowadays takes a lot of resource. It also takes a lot of gold, and we're low on gold. The amount of gold coming into the side quest is predominantly lower. I think it's by nearly 1 mil lower. We got 1.25 mil, which is not great in the grand scheme of things, and obviously ranking up champions and the cost and stuff like that. There's also some slight good news in that there's a little bit more 6-star signature stones. Mythic Crystal makes a return. There is a 5-star awakening gem on offer this month, which is again good. And another positive is that there's an increase in the amount of shards. Now, providing Kabam do a 2,000 increment shard crystal for Cavalier, it could mean that you will see 18 calves, which is a little bit more than it normally is. Normally we get, what do we get, 12 or something? So that's going to feels like it's potentially bumped up. But you're going to have to do the battleground objective, and also include the solo event and the calendar. So the solo event being the alliance event, and the calendar being, the free calendar that you get, which I've got on a 4-week rotation, which you get 1,000 of the shards a week. Okay, so we've got that info. Let's have a look at it in a bit more well-presented light. So it looks like this. So on screen right now, we've got the accumulation of the objective, side quest, and solo event, and all the difficulties of the side quest. And that's why this video is called the side quest total, because it puts into perspective all the totals that you get. Not for everybody. There will be people that will feel left out, especially if you are Cav and downwards, I want to say. It feels like this is a lot more open to Cavalier, especially with some of the objectives. Although I should just check just quickly. There is a particular objective. Except for the Thronebreaker objective right here. That's getting tier 5B to the to kind of players that are Thronebreaker and above. So except for that's kind of like the exception right there. But there is some advantage. Now, it's not confirmed whether or not we'll have a Cavalier difficulty objective. You want to assume that that's the case, because it's a regular thing. So it could be a case you get double up the amount of fragments that you get with this. And yeah, as I said here, it could be double the amount of fragments. 9,000 turns to 18,000, 11,000, 1,100, and 400 could turn into 22,800, for example. 6-star shards, as I said, 10,000. 6-star signature stones, it's 12, and that's cav and upwards. 5-star shards, 23,600. Again, that's cav and upwards. And if you are lower than cav, I think you might be a little bit kind of like disappointed in the amount. And I would recommend anybody that's kind of like not going to get the option of doing legendary is to do uncollected 100% as much as possible. Or maybe you can look to like other things to top up the amount of 6-star shards, because it's tough. It's tough out there being anything being uncollected and lower. Mythic crystal, yeah, okay, that's good to see that back again. Excited for that. Doing a little opening. Flex shards, as I said, 36,000, 34,000 shards plus the battlegrounds 2,000. Again, cav and upwards, and you know, again, it just boils down to that. Although actually no, it could be 32,000, I want to say. And that is for cav, but then it's 34,000 for those that are upwards, because I think the objective has something in it, which is no, I tell a lie. I got that right the first time. Well, hey, go me! I'm getting a Scooby snack later on. 5-star awakening gem, we said 1.25 mil, and yeah, that's just from the calendar and doing yeah, but the calendar doing legendary, whatever. And then 5-star signature stones or crystals. 30 that you get in total. But do bear in mind they are spaced out and separated out in very kind of weird and wonky ways. So look out for that. They're kind of like, then it's like, okay, 5-star, 5 times 5 of Mystic. Which is fine. It's like you get to separate it out. It's just a bit, it's a weird way of doing it. I think generics would have been better. I love generics. I think everybody loves generics. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that kind of covers a lot of that. There is a lot of stuff when it comes to profile pictures, but I don't know if it's like people are interested too much, and I haven't incorporated them anything into my sums. And that's really been it for the extent of the side quest rewards, and that's really the end of the video. That's nothing more to say on it, except for, as I said, the spreadsheet, which you can find a link to in the description. Looks a little bit like this, and kind of like looks a little bit like that because it's on the Google Drive. It will have slides added to it. At the bottom there are tabs, and as I said, by next week when we come to the new events, and I've written the how to cheese solo events and objectives, then it will be a place to return back to. So if you're kind of going like, oh well, it's not going to change, or it looks like that, is that, yeah, it will be updated next Wednesday when these events go live, and I've written stuff to improve and kind of add some more tabs. So there's 4 tabs there. Do it every month. But in any case, thank you very much for watching this video. Check out some other content which will be located on screen right now. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that'll be, and yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. Bye bye for now.